Usually Adobe releases a big Premiere update once every year. But now what's gonna happen to the next Premiere update is gonna be huge. Is it gonna be good or bad? We're gonna have to wait for that one. Now we're gonna look into the new Premiere beta. In one of the next updates we're gonna have some cool stuff similar to DaVinci Resolve's Magic Mask. But before I'll show you that, I came across this article yesterday from Adobe about them adding more than 90 effects, transitions and animations. That's interesting because it's about time they do this. And if you look at DaVinci Resolve's effects library, it's not even comparable to Premiere's. Anyway, this article looks promising, so I decided to read it. Basically, they're promising lots of cool things, including improvements that makes it better for us video editors. I like all of it, but then I came across this. These tools are powered by Adobe's recent acquisition of Film Impact. For those who don't know, Film Impact is almost the reason why I kept using Premiere. It's a plugin for Premiere created by Jaap. I've worked with him in the past, he's an amazing guy. He and his team are doing an incredible job at making the life of a video editor better. He has been doing that since 2010. Now that Adobe bought Film Impact, the plugin is going to be built into Premiere Pro with one of the next updates. This all sounds really good. Now, besides transitions, the Film Impact plugin has some really cool effects that should have been in Premiere a long time ago. For example, rounded crop, God rays, you name it, it's all in this plugin. I actually made a video about it a while ago, so check it out. But yeah, soon we're gonna have this plugin into Premiere by default. I like the idea because everything is gonna be GPU accelerated, which means it's gonna work on your graphics card and it's gonna perform way better than the stuff we have right now in Premiere. I love that this is happening and I know it sounds promising, I just don't understand why they haven't done this themselves years ago.
Years ago, they tried to...
Anyway, this all sounds exciting, but there's a lot more coming to Premiere and you can test it out for yourself by downloading the beta from the Creative Cloud app. Let's check it out. Now, after opening the beta, there is some glitching going on in the effect controls. If you select a clip in the timeline, the glitching will be gone, kinda, but I'm sure they will fix that soon. Let's start with my favorite one, and that's the Object Mask tool. It's right here in the toolbar. Keep in mind, this is still in early development, but hey, all you gotta do is hover over the subject you wanna mask out and it will highlight the selection with a red overlay. Kinda like in Photoshop. If you click it, it will create a selection around it, so you no longer have to mask it out. Then in the effect controls, click the track forward button, if you can find it of course. And there you go. Now you can right-click your unassigned mask and change it to an opacity mask if you like. Now again, it looks messy because of the bug, but you can actually adjust the mask just like you can do in the current versions. Anyway, the mask tracking worked very well. I'm not gonna use the rotoscope tool anymore for basic stuff like this, so that is awesome. Thank you so much for that, Adobe. Now you can do stuff like this, like putting the Resolve Basics logo behind it. Wait, what was that? Resolve Basics? DaVinci Resolve Tutorials? Now, there's one plugin that I use all the time that isn't default in Premiere, and that's the Storyblocks plugin. For me, this is the only stock library that satisfies me. I can simply search for the B-roll I need, click the download button, and boom, it will appear in my project panel. No need to leave Premiere. Unlimited downloads of diverse and high-quality media for one predictable subscription cost. Storyblocks has everything you need in one place. 4K and HD video, templates, music, and sound effects. It's like an unlimited source of content that gives you freedom to test, experiment and create more effective videos. I've been using it a lot recently to test out new effects for tutorials or to enhance the story that I'm telling you guys. You can choose for a monthly or annual plan, no hidden costs or extra fees. This is important to know. The stock library is constantly being refreshed with new content that feels authentic. And it's created by real artists, not by an AI. Anything you download is 100% royalty-free, pre-licensed and ready to use. No need to worry about legal rights, copyright claims and all of that stuff. You can get 3 extra months for free when you sign up right now for the annual plan. And to do that, go to storyblocks.com/premierebasics or just click the link down below. Now, next I want to test something in the beta that I have been requesting Adobe for years. Whenever you have an animation like this, let me create it real quick, where you have 2 animated properties at the same time, like the rotation and the position property. You can select 2 keyframes, let's say the last keyframe of both the position and rotation, and adjust the velocity curve at the same time. We still can't do that. Adobe, please, this would make the lives of so many video editors better. Please allow us to pull these levers simultaneously so that we can create the exact same curve on both the properties. Adobe, I don't know if you noticed, but this is the brand new keyframes panel from DaVinci Resolve. Yeah, they're kinda destroying whatever this is. Adobe, maybe you can buy DaVinci Resolve and put the curves panel right into Premiere. Just kidding. The next thing they added is improved media organization. This means that the menus throughout the app are reorganized for quicker access to things you need. For example, in the timeline, if you want to clear your in to out points, just right-click and you instantly notice that the menu is a lot shorter now. It's all organized in submenus now, so things are easier to find. I like it. It's a small thing and it can do wonders. You do need an extra click to nest your footage, but hey, I have a shortcut for that, so it doesn't matter. Now, I highly encourage you guys to download the beta and test it out as much as you can. Give Adobe feedback because they say they're listening. Of course, you can press the What's New button on top in Premiere and test out the features. If you want to get something off your chest, if you want to request a new feature, maybe you want to report a bug or anything, do it down below because Adobe will see this video. Thank you guys so much for watching.